So I'm Alex Killilea. I'm currently an asset manager for a development group called Anton Development, based out of the Bay Area. And we develop projects really all over the western side of the United States. And I've been in property management or multifamily for almost 10, well, I guess it's a little over 10 years now. So, it's definitely an evolving industry. What I love about Radix is that it's not just one person being allowed to enter the information. If we have very different levels of experience and learning capacities on the site levels, as well as in corporate offices, development offices, brokers' offices, for example. And so, the ability to know that 5 people across a submarket from different companies have looked at that data that day, that week, that month, that year, and have gone in and had the capacity to be able to update it or send a support ticket to say, hey, this unit mix looks a little funky. Could you check that data integrity and know that it's gone through that many filters? It feels like you're able to really get a true understanding of what's happening with rents and occupancies and trend dynamics in certain markets. At this point in time, we have the ability with ProForma to look at a market, create a survey set immediately, and figure out if a deal pencils. And the ability with ProForma for me to take projects that are under development or in active, stabilization at this point in time, and consider a renovation scenario on that and a rehab and what that would look like and what class of product that would move us into, have been huge pieces for us being able to defend our honor as a developer in terms of what we can actually accomplish with rents. And in the economy today, and with what's happening all across the news all of the time, for us to be able to pull the trend analysis reports down and see 12 months worth of history and a market snapshot against the national benchmarks for projects that are in this system, they're just great talking points, absolute pearls to help us, just evaluate data. Piece that I appreciate about Radix, where I can't always get it out of Yardi Matrix or CoStar, is the ability, particularly in ProForma, to be able to utilize those two tools and know what's happening in the competitive set for development projects in the pipeline coming to pre-leasing. And their data doesn't show up necessarily in a CoStar or a Yardi until they're live out into the websites, right? We as developers are speaking to the property management firms or the actual developer on the project. So my ability to go in and custom create that comp until they're live in this system, whether they choose to ever be live or not, gives me the ability to create a more expansive submarket comp set and be able to track it, and again, slice and dice the information, whereas CoStar can't do it if you're not necessarily paying for some of their ILS systems on that project to pull data down. I think that benchmark specifically with the way that investors, partners, owners, property management leadership needs to make decisions quickly. We live in an era of instant information. We cannot wait a week for a report that may or may not be correct in an Excel spreadsheet that may have formula problems. And so just on the basis of evening the playing field and being able to optimize revenue without utilizing those back-end tools, Radix is important for that. So you can see who you truly are trending against and who your competitors are actually setting up in their comp sets to see, are you forward thinking, or is there, a mind shift that needs to happen on this particular project? And are we missing opportunities because there's other people maximizing, other incomes that are getting reported into the system? Visibility is crucial to running multi-million-dollar assets, and it's not a set it or forget it, and it does take work to make sure that the tool is being utilized efficiently, but in the ability to remove creation of all these other models and all of these exceedingly difficult workbooks that you have to build out, and pivot tabling, and being able to just have this system do that for you without having to pay tens of thousands of dollars per year, essentially, to see different markets. The value is right there, just in the transparency alone.